In the last classes, we have seen the work done and the power and the energy. In this class, we are going to continue with the lesson, that is, we are going to see at the forms of energy. In the last class, we said that the energy is the capacity of a body to do work. That is the energy. So, energy exists in many forms, not just in one form. Energy exists in this form. So, the entire universe will be sustained by the energy. Every day we eat and we have energy. Without energy we cannot do anything. And then there is energy in everything. There is energy in the car, there is energy in the bus, energy in the electricity, and also there is energy in the sun. So without this energy, this universe is not at all possible. So energy exists in different forms. All these forms we are going to look at today, and then we are going to get an understanding of what are the different forms of energy. Let me just tell you the forms of energy straight away. You have mechanical energy, sound energy, light energy, chemical energy, nuclear energy, thermal energy, and internal energy. And mechanical energy is subdivided into potential energy, PE, kinetic energy, KE. And then potential energy is subdivided into gravitational potential energy, or GPE, strain energy, or elastic strain energy. Similarly, kinetic energy is subdivided into translational energy, or vibrational kinetic energy, or rotational kinetic energy. We will try to understand each and every one of them one by one now. What is mechanical energy? Mechanical energy is nothing but the energy possessed by a body because of its state of rest or motion. So, because of state of rest or motion, if the energy is because of the state of rest or because of the motion. For example, a body is there, it is not moving. So, will it have energy? Yes, it can have energy. For example, let's take this marker. This marker is here. Does it have energy? How do we know that whether it has energy or not? The energy, the definition of energy is, does it have the capacity to do work? So let's test it. If I leave this and then keep a glass below it, and the glass will break. So that means this marker has broken the glass. How did it do that work? That is the breaking of a glass. Because it has energy. So that is how we understand whether it has energy or not. So a body which is at rest has energy, yes, suppose. Then a body which is moving, let's take a car. So the car, does the car has energy? Of course it has. How do I know? Because you keep any object in front of it, then it will come and hit it, either it crash it. So when it crashes it, that means basically it is doing a work on the object. So the car has a capacity to do work, that means it has energy. So that means a moving body also has a energy. So its mechanical energy is one which is possessed because of its rest position or motion position. So energy possessed by a body because of its state of rest or motion is simply called mechanical energy. So mechanical energy is divided into two types. One, potential energy and kinetic energy. So if the energy is because of the rest, state of rest, then it is called potential energy. If the energy is because of the motion, then that energy is called kinetic energy. For example, if water dammed will have what kind of energy? Will it have energy? Yes, it will have energy. How do we know? If I leave this water, that water will wash away the houses and the floods will come. So that means this water has energy stored in it. That stored in it, is it in a motion? No, water is not moving, it is dammed, so it is static. So that means it is because of the state of rest. So that energy is called potential energy. We will say that this water has potential energy. And then, for example, if I leave this water to flow, then is the water moving now? Yes, the water is moving. Does it have energy? Yes, of course. This again, it also has energy. So, but what energy is this? Is it potential energy? No, it is a kinetic energy. Why? Because now the water is moving. So, it is because of the state of motion. The moving body has a energy. That energy is called kinetic energy. So if the body is in a state of rest, that energy is called potential energy. If the body is in a state of motion, the energy possessed by the body is called kinetic energy. Both these energies together are called mechanical energy. Let's come to potential energy. Potential energy is subdivided into two types. That is gravitational potential energy and strain energy or elastic strain energy. It is very important to understand this. So let us look at the examples for these two cases. For example, gravitational potential energy. What is gravitational potential energy? Energy possessed by a body because of its position on the earth. So if I have earth and then if I have a body which is above the earth, will it have energy? Yes, it will have energy. What kind of energy is it? The potential energy. What kind of potential energy? Again, it is gravitational potential energy, because this potential energy is because of the gravitational field of earth or because of the gravitational force of attraction. So that is why it is called gravitational potential energy. So the gravitational potential energy is the energy possessed by a body because of its position in the gravitational field. So that is why it is called gravitational potential energy. So let us look at another body. I will take a spring and then I will compress it. When I compress it, does it have a energy? Yes, it has energy. What kind of energy does it have? Is it kinetic energy or potential energy? Then we say that it is a potential energy because the spring is not moving. But what kind of potential energy is this? Is it gravitational potential energy? No, there is no gravitational force there. It is there, but it is not that is not the point. But the gravity, it is called elastic strain energy. Why? Because it is compressed. The spring is elastic. It is compressed. If I leave the spring, that will actually can do some work. So that compressed spring, the energy of the compressed spring is because of the compression or the deformation or the strain. So that is why it is called strain energy. So this is elastic strain energy. This is also potential energy, but in specific, it is a strain energy. So we have mechanical energy divided into potential energy and kinetic energy. Potential energy is divided into gravitational potential energy and strain energy. Let's come to kinetic energy. Kinetic energy also is subdivided into three types. One, translational kinetic energy, vibrational kinetic energy, rotational kinetic energy. Why are there so many types of kinetic energy? If I have a body, that body can translate or move in a straight line. Then is the body moving? Yes, moving. Does it have potential energy or kinetic energy? Kinetic energy, because it is moving. But what kind of a kinetic energy? Since it is translating, that is translational kinetic energy. Let's take the same body. Instead of translating, it is vibrating about this position. It is doing this. So now, does it have energy? Yes, it has energy. If you put anything on its way, it will hit that, and that means it does work. So that means, but what kind of motion is this? So the motion, is it translational? No, it is vibrational, to and fro, back and forth. So it is called vibrational. So the kinetic energy possessed by vibration is called vibrational kinetic energy. Instead of the body is either vibrating or translating, if it is rotating in a circular motion, then the kinetic energy possessed by it is called rotational kinetic energy. So there are different types of motion. Each motion has one type of kinetic energy. Translational has translational kinetic energy. Vibrational motion will have vibrational kinetic energy. Rotational motion will have rotational kinetic energy. That is all about the mechanical energy. So let's go to the sound energy. Is sound also a form of energy? Yes, of course it is a form of energy. How do we know, or have we read it in earlier classes? Yes, we have read it, that sound is a form of energy. How do I know? For example, have you ever seen the opera singer singing, and because of the singing, the glass will be broken? It's surprising. A wine glass that is kept in front of a singer will be broken just because of the sounds. And if you have seen in your homes, if you have an aquarium that is placed on a table, the aquarium will be cracked because of the vibration. Recently in my home, the aquarium is broken because of the vibration, that is the sound energy. So sound is a form of energy. It can do work. So sound contained in the energy contained in the sound waves is called sound energy. Light is also a form of energy. Of course, light is also a form of energy. There are light waves will have energy. So they can do work. So the energy contained in a light wave is called light energy. What is chemical energy? Chemical energy is usually the energy contained in either fuels, or we can have mostly the energy contained in fuels is called chemical energy. For example, petrol, diesel, and then maybe in our body we have sugars. Okay, all these have the capacity to do work. Fuel, petrol and diesel, when you pour in a car, it can drive the car. It has the capacity to do work. So what is the form of energy that is there in the petrol? Chemical energy. Because of its bonding, because of its chemistry, the energy comes. Sugars, when we eat food, all we get is carbohydrates. Those carbohydrates can help us to do work. So they have the capacity to do work. So that means sugar is a form of energy. What kind of energy? Because of the chemistry they have, that is a chemical energy. Nuclear energy. The energy that is contained in the nucleus of an atom. If you have an atom and the nucleus of an atom, that is called, that energy contained in the nucleus, it is not just in atom, in the nucleus of an atom. That is why it is called nuclear energy. Does the nucleus has an energy? Yes, it has energy. How do we know? When we split the nucleus, we will produce electricity or the energy that is called nuclear electricity, nuclear power plants. In nuclear power plants, that is what we will do. We will take the nucleus of an atom and split it, and the energy is produced. That energy is used to create electrical energy. So nucleus of an atom has an energy, and also thermal energy. So heat also is a form of energy. Sound is energy, light is energy, heat is also a form of energy. The heat energy contained in a body, hot body has heat energy giving out. If you see a red hot body, you see the waves or the heat energy that is coming out. That is the thermal energy. What is internal energy? Internal energy is the energy possessed by the atoms. So if I have a matter or a material, inside that atoms are there. These atoms, you know, they will be in a constant motion or a vibration or a motion. So because of that motion, they have the energy. So the energy contained within the atoms, inside the atoms have energy. That energy is called internal energy because it is inside the matter, we do not see. So inside, so that is called internal energy. These are the various forms of energy. In the next class, we will be looking at the conversion of energy from one form to the other.